Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bournemouth career mode on FIFA 21. We are currently top of the championship, a point ahead of Watford and roughly 6 points ahead of Birmingham City. So we are comfortably in the automatic spots at the moment. If we take an in-detailed check at the championship table, of course we have done very well in terms of goals for. We are 13 ahead of second place Watford, and that's, always very good. We have conceded 7 more goals than the likes of Watford, but you know what, if we're just outscoring teams, that's absolutely fine. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, we weren't like this at the end of the last episode. What's happening? Well, I've played a few games off camera, and the highlights are coming up just about now, and you'll be surprised by a couple of the games, because we've actually made an FA Cup run, but I'll show you them now. First up was Norwich City at home in the Championship, a huge game against a team that will definitely be fighting for promotion, probably in the playoff area, which is something we could still slip into. It's pretty close to the Championship, but we have done very well so far and are maintaining that top 2 status. But we get off to a poor start. Under 20 minutes in, Stiepermann scores, and I was very, very mad about that. So I did a very idiotic thing and got John Lundstrom a second yellow card early on in the game, just 20 minutes in. And yeah, he got sent off. And that did not help us. Sorensen looked offside to me, but he scored. And this has all happened in the space of about 5 or 6 minutes. And we're 2-0 down to 10 men. Just before half-time, you know what I love to do just before half-time, get a crucial goal. And it's through Danjuma, who was very impressive in this episode today. So yeah, that was a huge relief. However, Hugel then goes and makes it 3-1 on the hour mark, so that just didn't help whatsoever. And then I got even more frustrated and got Philip Billing sent off. My first red cards of the season have come in the exact same game, 2 of them as well, down to 9 players. Sam Surridge came on, he knows he should have buried this chance, and yeah, he's fuming with himself, rightfully so. He does, however, play through Joshua King, who we can always rely on for a moment of magic, and that is how he, produces that magic. He just thumps it in. Great goal, 13 minutes on the clock. We really need to get that 3rd goal. We've got momentum. Even though we're down to 9 players, we've got that momentum. And all we have to do is just not concede another goal. Game, set, match, 4-2. So then, Josh King, this probably wasn't worth doing a little earlier before. Alright then. No, I can't rip into him. He did score 2 in this game. Did he? Yeah, only 2. That's right, because Danjuma scored the first. And yeah, he scored this incredible solo goal pretty much from inside his own half. Unfortunately, it did not mean anything though, because we did go on to lose 4-3. A valiant effort to say we're down to 9 men, but the fact that we were down to 9 men probably lost us that game. So that was a huge loss. And then we had Watford, so it did not get any easier, because at the time, these guys were top of the league because of us dropping points against Norwich. So Danjuma got in down the left-hand side. As I said, he was very involved today, and he got an assist for Nemandia Forba, who I gave a start against Watford due to the stamina glitch, you guessed it. So yeah, he got his first goal, which is absolutely awesome. And yeah, Watford looked pretty good whenever they came forward. His Kiko Femania on the ball, really good right back. Andre Gray whipped it in. Lewis Cook got in the way of Etienne Capoe's shot. And then Ismail Assar played it through to Andre Gray, who scored. And I was not happy, and this was about 12 AM, and I had a big break before the next session of games, so I didn't want to play the rest of this. I just couldn't be asked with this joke of a game, so I did sim the rest, and we did get a 1-1 draw, which is still not very good, especially since we constantly drop points at home. But then at about 2:30 AM, when Palace and Sheffield United were playing, we entered a game against Blackburn. As I said multiple times, Danjuma getting really involved in this episode. He had the first shot here, and then he went on an amazing little run, slipped it in to Sam Surridge, and this was a very, very boring game. These were the 2 main chances. Surridge's shot was absolutely shocking. Thankfully, a lovely bit of passage of play, managed to get the ball out on the right-hand side to David Brooks. 5 minutes to go against Blackburn, and we get the win. Oh, thank goodness. We get that first goal of the game. It was a nice finish from David Brooks, his 3rd of the season. Jesus, that is shocking, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, we won. thank goodness we won a game at home and a clean sheet, which is very nice. Not that that's going to matter towards the statistics because EA's broken their game. And then in the FA Cup, after beating Villa last episode, we then went ahead and beat Millwall 2-1 thanks to goals from Junior Stanislas and Sam Surridge. Romeo pulled one back with about 17 minutes left, but we go through. Huge win there. And now we've got Brentford away. We lost 2-1 at home to Brentford a few weeks back. But yeah, this was going to be difficult, especially seeing as we didn't have Billing and all that. We didn't have Lundstrom, the midfield workhorse, and all this sort of stuff. So we had to go in with a lot of, how to put it, we had to go in with a lot of oomph. Our first big chance came in the second half when King slipped in Danjuma, who hit the post. I thought for sure he would have finished that. So frustrating. But an hour in, it's yet again Arnaut Danjuma who gets played in down the left-hand side. You think surely something's going to come of it this time, but Raya saves it. Unfortunately, we just couldn't break through their defence, and then Kamil Grosicki was brought on, so was Surridge, who broke through their defence of like 4 players, and then finished it right in the bottom right-hand corner, 75th minute. Whoo! Sam Surridge with a huge goal, just to take the world's weight off the boy's shoulders there. It's a thing of beauty. Sam Surridge he's a god. He's actually a master. He's a super sub. I can't bench Josh King, but Sam Surridge is amazing. I mean, this begs to differ, but I just tried to finish the game. Now, that might sound like an excuse, but I just had to finish the game. Sam Surridge, however you see or view it, Sam Surridge won us that game against Brentford, one of our promotion rivals. And then we entered deadline day, and this is a look at some of the biggest transfers. You know, Man City very busy, Atletico very busy, Vardy going to Barca, which makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, so then we finished the transfer window in January. Very big transfer window, especially for a January one. So there you go. But then we have Millwall up next in the league, and this was a very big game. We have finally gotten back to winning ways with that win over Blackburn, and of course that win against Brentford, thanks to this man on the ball here, Sam Surridge. I wanted to have a crack again. It was a good save by that guy in goals. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Thompson then played in Bennett, who megsed Frimpong to get the shot away, but Begovic caught it very tamely. And then Sam Surridge take a bow early in the second half. Oh, he's so good. I know he didn't score, but like, he's a 6'3" man that can dribble like nobody else. And look at this, you know, almost the 70th minute. It was actually the 69th minute this goal came in. Ha ha ha. Josh King had had enough of his 2-game goal drought, am I right? And then he slotted it into the right-hand corner after a brilliant solo run. I mean, he's amazing. I can't play 2 up top. It just doesn't work for me. But it's so hard to get, you know, King and Surridge both in the team. And yeah. Anyway, we got another 1-0 win, our 3rd in a row against Millwall. I know we're very prestigious for scoring goals, but yeah, we have won 3 games in a row 1-0 and make that 4 thanks to a Danjuma goal in the 31st minute against Cardiff City away from home in a simmed game. I just wanted to sim it. I'm trying to get through a lot of games. That's why I'm doing this in highlight form. It's so much quicker. There's a little less editing involved. That's going to sound lazy and all that, but you know, it's just more practical to get through games. And I'm trying not to sim them, so playing them in highlight form is a much more efficient way of getting through the season quicker, because I want to be in the Prem, man. But of course, I want to get through the season properly and finish the season properly, you know what I mean? And actually finish in that top 2 spot, preferably winning the league. And I thought, you know, maybe get another 1-0 win, a nice defensive performance again, this time against Middlesbrough. No, we conceded 3 minutes into Chuba Akpom. So that was a great start. But then Danjuma played a stupendous ball over to David Brooks, cut inside, gives it to Kotar. Danjuma on the ball, Kotar again on the ball. He's going to go around, look for Josh King, who misses the ball, but the defender gives it straight to him. I'm not complaining, we'll take that. I don't know what just happened with the ball there. That's something that would give Einstein a headache for sure. And this was a must-win game. Middlesbrough were not up there, but they were definitely a good team on their day, and we only just beat them, remember, at home earlier in the season thanks to a 90th minute winner from Josh King. And then Danjuma, who's been so involved today, I've said it so many times, he's done well to say that so far he's only scored, I think, 2 goals in these highlights, one of which came in a sim game. But then Josh King here picks it up in the centre of the park, gives it to Yoris Kotar, the give and go, the 1-2, and Joshua King slots it home. Oh, he is incredible. Joshua King has scored so many goals, it's ridiculous. He's way too good for the championship. And then Sam Surridge muscles off the defender and smashes it in at the near post. Again, if these two are fit, we're a safe bet for survival next season. Can Surridge do it in the Prem if we make it? We will see. We will see. But it's very interesting, having those strikers at your disposal. It's so fun. Then we beat Reading 2-1 in the Championship, another sim game. And of course, you guys saw the run in the FA Cup that we have been on so far. It's been absolutely incredible. Well, as you can see here, we won 2-1 against West Ham away from home. I played a strong team. This is the last game that we actually simmed. This is the last game in general for these highlights. Billings scored and Danjuma scored. So, yeah, absolutely incredible. And we advance in the FA Cup again. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like Diego Rico a lot, but I just think that 28 years of age, he's 78, maybe going to get to around 80 rated by the end of his reach of potential, if that makes sense. He could be decent, but I'm thinking long term here. And I know we're outside the transfer window, but I'm actually going to see what offers we receive for him in basically, the remainder of this season, because I don't know if you guys have seen the transfer shortlist recently that I've got going here, the transfer hub shortlist sort of thing, but I've got Brandon Williams. He was such a typical RTG signing in FIFA 20. He's pretty tall, right-footed. We can work on his left foot. He's got a high attacking work rate, decent defensive work rate, 76 rated at 20 years of age, and he can play in that left wing-back position, which is what we typically use, and of course we can just train him to that if we really need to. I would love to use him there. I know people typically like to have a left-footed left-back, and it can help, but I think Brandon Williams would just be a sensational player to have. So if we can sell Diego Rico and bring in Brandon Williams, I think that would be a fantastic bit of business. But I actually want to go and play Stoke City now. And a couple of days ago, we actually beat Stoke City in real life 1-0 thanks to a Stanislas goal. And also, the racism on Junior Stanislas. I haven't talked about this yet, but I'm going to briefly touch up on it. Junior Stanislas was racially abused by people on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. A lot of them were Stoke fans. How is this still a problem? Not just in football, but on the planet. How is it still a thing? I will never be able to wrap my head around it. How have people become so inhumane that they can literally say stuff like that? I'm not going to repeat it, but it was making fun of his skin colour and talking about what they would do with his wife and daughter. And I don't want to get into it. It's absolutely disgusting. If you're going to search it up, make sure you're mature about it, but probably search up something about Stanislas and just wish him all the best, because he's handled it well, but deep down that must hurt, man. Getting racially abused for being better than your entire team, it's horrible, man. I actually like Stoke as well, but this has put them 100 teams down my pecking order now, so I really want to go out and smash them because of that. It's away and everything, so I'm actually going to start Junior Stanislas, because why not? I want him to do well in this game. And I'm happy with the rest of the team. I want to give Frimpong another go, and I'm going to give Kelly a go, because, if we're going to be selling Diego Rico, there's not much point in playing him. I will bring off Danjuma for Grosicki probably early in that second half. And anyone else that I want to bring in? No, I think I'm happy with that. No, I'm going to bring Raquelma to the bench, just because Brooks is a little bit tired. But yeah, that's the team we're going to go with. Come on, Junior, let's go clap Stoke. Stoke City are a decent side, of course. They do have a couple of good players. There's one of them, Nick Powell, and of course, John Obi Mikel. I have not played a game of FIFA in a couple of hours, so I do need to be careful, but hopefully that drive to beat Stoke, just because of what their fans were saying a couple of days ago, hopefully that will help. And I know it's in FIFA, and sentimentality doesn't really factor in, but, you know, it's better than nothing, and at least it makes me feel a little bit better, because that abuse on Stanislas was genuinely shocking. So here is Junior Stanislas. Let's see if we can get an early goal. Unfortunately not. Angus Gunn, very, very good goalkeeper. I don't get why the CPU against me are so intelligent, and then the CPU on my team that are supposed to be just as intelligent are just so, how to put this, crap. Like, they're actually so demented and inept. It's horrible. Hang on, sorry, I'm sorry, what? Metham, are you right, mate? Why are we 1-0 down again? No, I'm not having that. No chance. Get out of here. No chance. No, Metham. If you do that again, I'm taking you out of this team. You have been superb this season. King. Oh, Cook. Get up. I'm sick of players falling over, man. It's so shocking. I'm not losing to Stoke. There's no chance. Come on, King. Make a run. It's not difficult. Lundstrom in behind and goal. Joshua King scores. Thank God. Stanislas has a pop! Oh, if I knew how to do the cup to the ears celebration, I would. Oh, get in. Junior Stanislas has scored. I mean, I was not actually expecting that to go in, to be honest. That was an absolute screamer from Stanislas. King! Oh! I lost commentary for a sec there. I just kind of... yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, I missed a sitter. Lundstrom. Here goes Danjuma. Come on, Stanislas. Get another one. Oh, get in. I think that's gone in off like his shin or his knee. Maybe even his thigh. I didn't see that. It definitely didn't go in off his foot. You can't write it. Danjuma with another assist. Yeah, it's gone in off his inner knee. And here he is again. He could be in for a hat-trick here. Junior Stanislas. Oh, it's well saved. And Lundstrom scores. I'm very upset that Stanislas couldn't get that goal. But Lundstrom deserved it. He's been superb today. So I simmed the rest of the match, and we did end up winning 4-2 against Stoke. Unfortunately, Wind scored again. It's annoying that we constantly concede goals, even though we have easily the best backline in the league. But, you know, I can't do anything about that. It's completely up to the game. So, anyway, as long as we're getting 3 points, I can't really complain. It's just our goal difference is so uneven, man. Anyway, we've got a progress assessment from the board. Not that I asked. Yeah, they're talking about youth development, which is something I obviously don't want to do. We've now got Everton in the FA Cup, which I think is the quarterfinals, and that will be something that we do in the next episode. And we have just gotten an offer from Rico from FC Porto. I'm not doing a stupid swap deal. I know Romario Barrow is a good player. He could be a Brooks replacement. Nah, we're going to negotiate that and definitely not do a swap deal. Even though Barrow is a really good player on career mode, he starts the career mode at like 20, 21 years of age and has a potential of, I think, 86, which is really decent. No, I'm not doing that. We'll push this up to 14.5. I hope that's not too much to ask. No, we're not doing a swap deal, you idiot. Unless you're offering us Prime Ronaldo, which, oh, that's right, you don't have. I'm bringing it back down to 14.5. Don't even... Stop! I just said no. What is wrong with this game? Is this game actually alright? 14.25. Do it. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I don't know, man. That is so broken. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this episode. We have the FA Cup quarterfinal in the next video, so definitely look forward to that. Oh, great. Adam Smith's doing well for PSV as soon as we sell him, of course. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. And again, can't wait for that Everton game. That's going to be a massive game. And we are going to keep grinding out results in the Championship as often as possible, of course. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe, and please join me for my next career mode video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.